Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Annalisa Fench. Communication anxiety is something that everyone will probably experience at least once in their lives. Anxiety is simply the fear of the unknown, and when one begins to fear an unknown communication situation, communication anxiety has occurred. As someone who deals with general anxiety on a daily basis, managing anxiety can be difficult. However, communication has not been one of the aspects of life that's proved extremely challenging. Some of the simpler techniques that I have learned to manage general anxiety help tremendously when working with communication anxiety. Deep breathing is one of those techniques. As well, there's a need to foster an open communication environment within the workplace to assist people in managing their communication anxiety. There are some simple techniques to go about that as well. Deep breathing has been proven to target some of what makes anxiety anxiety. Anxiety brings along shallow breathing and a rapid heart rate. This is especially true of communication anxiety, and it can greatly hinder a speaker's ability to present. If you can't get enough air into your lungs, you can't project your voice loudly enough for your audience to hear. The rapid breathing and fluttering heart rate can even cause fainting in the most extreme of circumstances. Harvard Medical School says that practicing deep breathing over the long term can help lead to a fuller intake of oxygen, slower heart rates, and even stabilize blood pressure. In the short term, it can help manage communication anxiety. There's a specific technique needed to practice deep breathing to manage communication anxiety effectively. There are 3 easy steps. Breathe in through your nose, hold for about 5 seconds, and breathe out through your mouth. I usually attempt to get in at least 3 deep breaths before going on for a presentation. Before giving my academic decathlon speech in high school, I sat in line practicing my deep breathing for at least 30 minutes before they were ready to see me present. While I was still a little bit anxious, I didn't feel like I could not get up and give this presentation. While the number of times you practice deep breathing before going on doesn't really matter in particular, you just need to start trying to feel relaxed. However, don't rush it or you will defeat the purpose. It's a simple technique that people will probably not notice you doing, so there's no need to worry about feeling embarrassed. Now, once you've felt communication anxiety, you know how terrible it can be and that nobody should have to experience this. While you can't completely eliminate the possibility of somebody experiencing communication anxiety within the workplace, there are some simple things that can be done to help with this. The first is to foster an environment of openness and accept everyone for who they are. Make sure all ideas are heard. During a brainstorming session, people are likely to not speak up because they're afraid that their ideas will be instantly rejected. Making sure all ideas are looked at and that no idea is seen as too silly can help with this tremendously. Remember that sometimes the most outrageous ideas might be the ones that you need to succeed. This will encourage employees to speak up at other times because they won't be as worried as to how their ideas will be accepted. Communication anxiety is a common but difficult fear that many people face. It's not addressed nearly enough within organizations, but it needs to be a two-way street between the presenter and the audience. While the presenter can work on managing their own communication anxiety with techniques such as deep breathing, the audience needs to take into consideration the presenter and create an open and caring environment. Put yourself in the presenter's shoes and treat them the way you would want to be if you were in their position. Thank you.